All right. Okay, we're getting started. How's everyone doing? Welcome, welcome. Really glad you're here. So, yeah. I'm stoked that everyone's here today. This is my second live stream going solo. So still getting a hang of it. Yeah, but yeah, please post what time it is wherever you're at. Let me know what you're excited about when it comes to Webflow. Are you excited about Grid? Let me know. Tell me all the things. Awesome. So for those of you who don't know, today's stream, we'll be building Spider-Man in Grid, based upon Nintendo Grid. Awesome. What's up, Donald? 802 in Montreal. Je parle un peu de français. I think I'm required to speak French in Montreal, if I recall correctly. So, oh, it's 1:03 a.m. Stu. Thank you. Thanks for joining in. I'm really glad that you're here. I think it's 5 o'clock over there by Nelson. So you might have seen what Pablo Stanley built. If you haven't checked out his YouTube channel, check out youtube.com/c/sketch together. Pablo's doing some awesome work. I still can't believe that he built out Mega Man like this. It's so cool. Let me know how the audio is. Looks like it's not picking up the fan. So yeah, you're a super loyal fan, Stu. So I'm glad that you're here. Still letting a few people trickle in. I have Mega Man on like 3 screens right now doing his crazy dance, and they're all synced up, so it's kind of blowing my mind. Awesome, glad to hear the audio is sounding good. Remember last time we were having some trouble with that. But please post questions. And for Webflow swag requests, send me a message at Waldo Berdrake. You'll see in the bottom right corner. I should be able to see that right here. My tag there. If you'd like to request any Webflow swag, we've got a bunch of stickers, all kinds of like die cut stickers, some design responsively ones, Webflow t-shirts. Just let me know. We can get those sent out. Send me a DM on Twitter. Awesome. Well, thank you all for tuning in today. Super excited. I'm going to go ahead and transition over to Webflow. Awesome. Welcome. So this is a brand new project. I started out just Spider-Man with a hyphen, of course, required. And all I have in here is one image and it's this image of Spidey. So we're gonna attempt to recreate Spider-Man, and hopefully we can maybe animate him onto the screen. I think that'd be pretty sweet. That's the goal. Cool. So I like, whenever I'm doing one of these rebuilds, I like to drag the image onto the canvas, and that way I can see that directly here in the designer. Just makes that nice and easy to see. Let's go on over to the add panel on the left. And what's up, Arturo? Welcome. And I'm just gonna drag in a div block. There we go, we've got that div block. And I'm also gonna position this image here absolutely, just so it's not in the way. Okay, got that div block, and let's call this the grid parent. And we're gonna set it to grid. Oh my goodness, what is all this? I'm super new to CSS Grid and learning my way here, so please excuse all the mistakes I'm gonna make. It's gonna have fun. So I'm thinking we should probably do the units in VH for this demo, at least for a desktop breakpoint. So I'm gonna go with like 90 VH for the width and 90 VH for the height, and set the margin on the left to auto, margin on the left to auto as well. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, and I'm gonna add about 5 VH of margin on the top. Cool. So now we've got our basic grid here. And remember, it is still in alpha, so we're making a lot of changes to it. So know about that. So looking at this design here, we've got, gosh, I think I counted like 28 pixels vertically, and horizontally I'll just do like a 28 by 28 grid. There's not, I don't know if that's technically 8-bit. Maybe it's supposed to be 32. I don't know. But essentially we've got the columns and the row settings over here on the right in the style panel, as well as the gaps between each of these. So they're built out in fractions. That's what the 1FR stands for. And we're going to make them all equal in this case, and we can get rid of all the gaps. So 0 pixels and 0 pixels. Cool. And okay, now we're going to be adding a bunch of these. So we've already got 2 in there. So let's see. Make it, let's go with 30 to be safe. So okay, we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Okay, there's 32. And now we have to add in all the rows. Looks like the scroll bars here are getting in the way, so we can make an adjustment there. So there's 3. Awesome. Thanks, Stu. Appreciate that. There's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 32. Okay. Yeah, it'd be really nice to have a number input here. I think we were talking to Ty and Linda about that. So Ty is one of the engineers. He's been building out CSS Grid at Webflow, and Linda's managing that project. And yeah, they've done a lot of amazing work here building this out. So cool. I'm gonna add Nelson as a moderator here. Making some chat adjustments. Cool, there we go. Okay, so we've got our grid built out basically. Okay, so now we need to build Spider-Man. Cool, so the grid is ready. There's all the points. Debating it, I think I'm gonna build him from the bottom up here, and probably go somewhere in the middle as far as like starting out. So hopefully we've got enough room form to make up for all of these pixels here. So this will be fun. Awesome. So let's go ahead and add in div block in here. As you can see, as I'm hovering over, it's going to take up one of these spots. I'm just going to drop that block, and whenever you drop a div block in, it's 75 pixels by 75 pixels when it's in the empty state. So that's actually by bottom padding. So we're just going to go ahead and get rid of all the padding in here. And that way we've got that equal size div block. And I think I'm going to use different class names, probably outline for like the black outline. Cool. Get that outline class and give it that black color there. Cool. So with grid, you can literally just drag it around to create the sizes. That it takes up each of these little grid blocks in here. I don't know the appropriate terminology. Again, I'm still learning here. I'm a mega fan of Jen Simmons, and I'm starting to watch through her videos. I went through a video last night of what not to do in grid, or like the biggest mistakes to avoid with CSS Grid. And I'm still learning a lot, but huge fan of yours, Jen. Cool. Let's see. Okay, so we've got that outline piece there. And let's see, can we alt and drag this? Wait, maybe not. Let's see if we copy and paste it. And let's move that around here. Cool. Okay, so we can copy and paste it. So, okay, so you can select this. Looks like we have 2 blocks over there. Copy and paste this. Move that over here. And about 2 blocks right here. I don't know if this is quite wide enough. Hard to tell. It's difficult to tell. Maybe we can add Spidey in here and kind of size him, like work against. I have like that template. Yeah, I might do that. Let's see what's that gonna do. Let's drag image inside of here. Let's set that grid parent to relative positioning. Pardon me. And it looks like Spidey's confined to 1 div over here. Let's make him take up this whole area, and as maybe not. That'd be a little difficult. Maybe we can add a background image. Let's do a background image. Let's try that. Just so we've got something to play with. Cool. So add that background image. Okay, there's Spidey. It's like 120% width. Maybe a little bit bigger. I don't know if we can match those grids up. I don't know. Maybe. If we'll be able to get it just right. Ooh, maybe? Oh, it's off by just a little bit. Let's see. Okay, it needs to be a little bit smaller. Anyone have a guess? What's the percentage here? What's up, Carlton? How's it going? Maybe if we place it on the bottom left here. Okay, that looks pretty close as far as like aligning that, just to be able to build off of. So we have like a frame of reference. Wow, we're really close. Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get it just right, but we'll go with that. What's up, Spencer? How's it going? Welcome. Glad you're here. Okay, Arturo's asking, would we be able to get the pixel art to move with some type of transform in Webflow? Yeah, I don't see why not. Yeah, we could definitely do that. But I'm gonna see, or I wouldn't be able to change the background of that because that's gonna adjust the whole thing. We'll just go from here and see what we can do. Just copy and paste to outline and drag that here. Cool, now we got that block. Copy and paste that one. We're gonna get that ref outline built out just so it's easy to work with. Nice. This is crazy. Is it really this easy? I feel like I'm cheating a little bit, but I know I'm not. Okay. There we go. I'm definitely cheating a little bit having him as the background, but you know what? It's like a stencil. Let's treat it like that. What did I move? Oh, there's so much grid happening on my screen, it's hard to tell what's what. Let's do this other side here. Just copying and pasting. Okay. It's interesting how it's just one parent and then all of these outlined elements, all the same exact class. Oh, that's crazy. Let's see, what's this one? The same one. Okay. Paste that. Move it. We want it like right here. And this one's going up. Take up all of these blocks. Cool. And we can copy and paste this. Move that over here. I'm just doing that outline first. Yeah, now we're moving along. Look at that. Body's starting to come to life here. We can kind of see what we're dealing with so far. We turn off that background image. Yeah, we just got that outline so far. So, oh, I moved him. That's okay. We can adjust Spidey. We can put him back down here. There you go, just so it's easy to kind of trace off of. Cool. And this one can be dragged over here. And let's see. I guess my image is cut off a little bit. Oh, that might have been from a while ago. Let me know if you can see the whole screen. Read. Carlton said started writing custom code for manipulating the grid for sprite animation. That's awesome. You should teach us about that. I want to learn more. Please teach us your ways. Okay, so we got these blocks here. I think this basically spans out to here. Yeah. It's kind of difficult to see. Once we've got the outline done, I think we can do the coloring from there. Okay. Okay. So many small dots here. Yeah, let me know what you're using Grid for, or hoping to use Grid for in the future. And it's a really powerful feature. And talking or listening to Jen Simmons, you know, she's reminding us to not forget all the other tooling that we've already learned. Like, it's okay. Like, you should still be using Flexbox and still be using floats every now and then, and absolute positioning. So don't forget about those. But playing with Grid here is pretty crazy. Like, I can build almost anything I want to on a Grid system. I'm sure a lot of designers will be really excited about. Yeah, cool. That's about there. I don't know if we're gonna get his leg just right. I think, yeah, it goes up 1 pixel here. Yeah, like 1 pixel there, and then to the left. Oh no, not 3. 2. Okay, cool. And cool, there we go. And please send over any questions you might have. love to know what y'all are working on. If you want to send over any projects, that'd be really cool. We're almost to the top. So close. Okay, cool. So I've got the leg here. This part built out. I think I'm gonna finish the rest of the outline. Let's do that. Ooh, is it this one? Yeah, let's go with that one. This is where the image doesn't line up just right. But that's okay. Have some fun. Cool. Okay, I've got that one. I think we already got that. I think this one goes over for 2 blocks. Yeah, it's lined up with that one. It'd be kind of cool if we had multi-select, wouldn't it? Maybe that can happen sometime soon. That'd be awesome. I can definitely see that coming into play more. That's something we've been talking about. Multi-select with HTML elements gets kind of crazy. But hey, dream big. Let's have fun. Okay. Come on. It doesn't want to extend down. Maybe move it to this. Okay, interesting. I think it didn't want to extend down, but it did extend up without any issues. Okay, it's good to know. It'd be nice if you could select one of these squares. Just like paste it. So interesting to learn and play with new tools. Don't worry, you'll get to play with CSS Grid soon enough. Awesome. Cool, we're almost done with this outline. Well, there, we're dragging it down without any issues. Cool. Oh, a little too far over. Okay, now let's finish up these other points in here. Yeah. Now, Steven, you want to use Grid for your portfolio site and one of your clients' web projects. Ooh. Can you share the design that you're working on for that? Potentially? I'd love to know. What parts of Grid are you excited about? This is getting tricky over here. This will go down 2 pixels. Need to fill in the rest of the leg over here too. Cool. I don't know if that's quite okay. It's 1, 2 pixels down, and that's not many across. 3 pixels across. Those aren't actual pixels, they're fractions. Start thinking in fractional units. That was a whole new mindset. I think it's almost up here. Or maybe, I think it's up here because you have like the blue outline there. Yeah, that'll work. This one over here. It takes up 2 squares. What's up, Chris? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. We're building out Spider-Man. Okay, I'm gonna drag this. Oh, not that far over. This side. Oh, that's so crazy. There we go. Awesome. Well, thank you for joining. I'm glad that you're here. I'm doing a lot of copying and pasting. And I chose Spider-Man. He's been my hero for a long time. I've always loved Spidey. I'm a big Spider-Man fan. Ever since I was little. Okay, so we got all those dots, and we still need to fill in these ones here. Oh, we're so close. Getting that outline. I'm just copying and pasting, and I'm on a Windows machine for my live streams. It's a bit different. Oh, I don't know if we have two. Might have two dots there. Oh, we've even got some nesting happening. Oh, interesting. Probably get rid of that one. Yeah. I copied and pasted a few times. I didn't need to. That's good to know. But all these have the exact same class, but some of them have different sizes. Oh, Chris is asking my favorite Spider-Man movie. All of them. Your best Spider-Man movie? I love Spider-Man. I don't know if I quite have a favorite. I think it's right about there. Make 2 blocks. Let's make it 2 blocks. Okay, cool. Let's see what this looks like. Or no, let's get his eyes, and then we can move on. What's up, Pablo? Glad you could join. Another little shout out to Pablo. Sketched together. He's the one that built out in a 10 grid, made Mega Man over here. So, cool. We're really close to finishing up this outline, Spidey. Getting his eye built out. There we go. Once we have his eyes, then I'm gonna move him back up here in the corner. It's like off by a few pixels, and that's really throwing me off. I don't know if it's supposed to be down here. Is that off? Let's move it down here. Yeah, then we've got like 3 pixels in here. Essentially, that'll be white for his eyes. Can you upload images through the API? I think there are ways to do it. What's up, Blaze? Welcome. Glad that you're here. I made this 3 pixels. Should just be 2. Maybe this one needs to be extended one more. We can definitely adjust the eyes later on. Okay, that looks a little better. We'll see. Yeah, so I've got the picture as a background right here, Pablo, and sizing it out and seeing if that'll work. It's getting more confusing, but I'll get rid of that image pretty soon. Okay, we'll fix the eyes when we get there, but at least have like a good starting point. We'll see how far we've come once we finish up here. This is the part where I get a little bit confused. I don't know if it's this one or the other one. So we'll see. Ah. There we go. Cool, let's get rid of that background image. Okay. There's Spidey so far. Let's match these up. Ah, looks like sometimes it doesn't like dragging upwards. That's good to know. I think we've got him fairly centered. Oh, this leg here looks a bit different. Let me think. Let's just move this over here. Cool, there we go. Now it's a little more centered. Awesome. Hello. I don't know what time it is. I think, Blair, are you joining us from France? Somewhere in France? Okay, let's see. Let's get that image in. I'm gonna put it in the upper left-hand corner instead. Get rid of Spidey for now. Drag that image in. Here. Where did it go? Image class. Thing. Huh. I don't know why this image isn't loading. I wonder if that's just an odd instance right there. If we drag in just a new image. I don't know if it's just not happy with me right now. Try a different class on it. Spidey. I'm so confused. That is interesting. I wonder if that's just a grid thing. Wow, it's 2:30 in the morning. Wow, thank you for joining in, Blaze. I'm really glad that you're here. Okay, I guess we're just gonna work from the background image and go from there. I'll figure out what that bug is exactly later on. Cool, so we've got all the outline elements. All these have the same class name, which is a really nice feature. We'll change the opacity of the image. Ah, it's a background image, so that's why I'm having weird instance happening. So let's try and clear that. I'm gonna save it. Maybe just reload the designer real quick. Normally I'd go and triage a bug right now. But, okay, let's see what happens. Add an image. Okay, now it looks to be working. Cool. Much better. Cool. Okay, now I've got him up here in the upper left. Awesome. Yeah, we could place Spidey a little bit to the right here. Add like width. Put it to 20%. Whoa, got really big. Kind of positioning Spidey. Now I've got the image. Let's add a little bit bigger. Ooh, so close. That's like 4.75%. Nice. Okay, cool. The grid's almost lined up. And now we can change the opacity of Spidey. So we can see what we're working against here. Okay, awesome. Spidey's a little too tall. Should I spend time getting Spider-Man to be just the right size? I don't know if that feels like a waste of time or not. So close. Where's my, or am I just, is my design off? I don't know. It's very possible that my design is just off. Yeah. Just over here. Could just be off by the design. Yeah, that's probably it'd help if these were matching. Move this down here. Or no, that should be there. Wouldn't it? I digress. I'll live with Spider-Man. Just a little bit off. That's okay with me. For now, we'll get the eyes lined up. Eventually we might end up. I think this is going to be down one square, and let's pull this here. Yeah, let's do that. Awesome. Cool. There we go. Spidey eyes. We got them. Cool. I guess we can start painting. Let's add in new block here. And let's just call it red. No, let's call it. I gotta use that same class because I already added the or removed the padding from it earlier. I'm gonna duplicate that class. Call it red. And I'm gonna need Spidey back to full opacity so I can copy that exact red. Is there like a specific hex code for the Spidey red? I don't know if there is. Anyone know? Cool. Just go with that one. I guess it's just red. Yeah, it's literally like HTML or CSS red. Cool. So start painting. And now I can use a little bit larger blocks, which is pretty handy. Yep, it is just red. So now we're gonna liven up Spidey. Painting everything red. I guess I could go with a bar all the way across. So many ways to do this. It'd probably be fewer, well, I don't know. Would it be fewer elements with columns or with rows? Because I could just do this theoretically, right? Yeah. Or extend this one over here. Why not? But I don't see why not. Back this up. Right there. Cool. Spidey knows. Is it just, well, I think it's gonna be 2 columns here. Yeah. So we can drag this up to its chin. Feels weird without having the lines on his face, but it is, you know, an 8-bit character. Or I don't know how many bits the Spidey is technically. Does anyone know the technical sizing of the Spidey? And one more. Probably gonna have so many extra like columns and rows to clean up. This goes to there. Yeah. What do y'all think? Do you think rows would maybe go faster? Looks a lot like Deadpool. Okay, there we go. Face almost complete. We still need the white blocks for his eyes. There we go. What's up, Andrew? How's it going? Out of here. I'm gonna use one big block to fill out the head and put the eyes above it. Great point. You could definitely do that. Ooh, what's gonna happen? Ah. Then we have to go play with organization here. So we'd want the red to be further down this list. Yeah, there we go. But when I did that, it looks like I lost the sizing. What did I do? Or do I want it? No, I want it up higher. Order. Oops. Whoa, so many outlines. Put it here. Cool. Oh, that's interesting that it's reordering the nav. It shouldn't be, but it is. Eh. That would be a good way to approach it. So doing the entire background block. That's a great idea, Carlton. I'm gonna use that next time. So cool, let's copy this. Paste it. We don't want red spider eyes, so we like white of eyes. And set to white. Put that over here. Cool. Nice. Grid is crazy when you're playing with it visually. I cannot imagine what the code looks like right now behind this. Cool, and let me think. Yeah, let's keep going with the red. So for the red here, I think I might just do a bunch of rows. Yeah. I could do, here, let's use the panel here on the right. I mean, I've been using the on-canvas controls, which are awesome. But we want it to start from column 11 in that position, and the end is, let's see, can I just arrow up here? Oh my goodness, I can just arrow. Nice. Okay. There, we've got that row done. That's awesome. I think. What's up? Need some water? Again, please DM me on Twitter if you'd like any Webflow swag, stickers. We've got a bunch of stickers. Yeah, I'm glad everyone's here. Having some fun with Grid. Okay. Back to it. And please let me know if you have any questions. Does anyone have any characters they're planning to build? Because if you do, I want to see it. Or an Nintendo Grid. Oh no, too far. Grid is pretty awesome. I'm loving it. This is insane. Like, this is basically what I thought Webflow was going to be like when I first started using Webflow. So it's interesting where we're at now. That was back in 2014? I can't remember. Come on. It doesn't want to cover here. There we go. Oh, Pikachu. Carlton, are you asking for a link to see the read-only, or what would you like to see? Or are you going to build Link? I think Pablo already built Link. Like that was the first one that Pablo built out. It's awesome. I think that Pablo's planning to um, animate him as well. Cool. I don't know if this. Yeah. Oh no, too far over. There we go. Literally too far over. Sorry. Awesome. Looks like the controls are a bit finicky on these tiny grids. I don't know how many people are actually going to use it for this use case. It is good to know. Okay. I know we've got this red in this chest. Ah, just want these two. There we go. Cool. We're almost done with all the red. Pretty crazy. And how long have we been going for? I haven't been keeping track of time. I don't even know how to check that. Oh, we've got 11 people in here. Awesome. One too many. There we go. What is that? Yeah, that's fine right there. This one's gonna be blue, 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 blue. Cool. Okay. And I think I have 2 spots here. 2 fractions. Cool. I think that's... Ah, now we need the legs. His feet, his little socks. Spider-Man's little socks. If you search hard enough on the internet, you might actually find a video or some photos of me skating or longboarding in a Spider-Man costume. You win a prize if you can find one. It's like a Where's Waldo live challenge, if you will. I was in Oklahoma. It was very hot. I don't recommend wearing morph suits in Oklahoma in the summer. It's far too warm. Oh, is this? Yeah, this fit's fine. Cool. Where's Waldo challenge one? Yes. Yeah. Oh, this foot feels... Yeah, it does feel a little bit off. Is it? Maybe... Or that might just be the drawing. Okay, so this one's got 1... I think... Well, maybe I started it a little bit too far over. Oh, it's messing with me. The Spider-Man in the background is what's messing with me. There we go. Is that right? No, that feels weird. Please make it. Oh, the Where's Waldo challenge? Should that be a regular segment? Yeah, I think there's enough content on the internet to do that. Oh, I'm struggling here. I think it's just because I have that background. I basically just need to mirror these. But we have the 2 spots here. Ah, that's what's throwing me off. If I just delete that. Yeah, we'll just do that. There we go. Cool. And one more bar. I think that's right. We'll find out. Pardon me. Cool. Okay. That all the red? I think that's all the red. Are we onto the blue already? Yeah. Let's go with the blue. Cool. We take a look. Let's see where we're at so far. Image 2. Oh my goodness. We're almost done. Did I do this part without Spidey image? What do you think? We were just doing the blue. But I don't know. Definitely off by one of the fractional units. Haven't decided. Getting some messages over here. Okay. Okay, I think we'll tone down the opacity just so it's a little bit easier to see what's going on. It's like a perfect reflection over here. Okay, so now we want the blue units. Duplicate the class. Blue. Pardon me. Oh no, we need to change it to that blue. Grab that with the eyedropper tool. Let me add that red. And let's grab the blue. Cool. It's a royal blue. So it's literally just red and then royal blue. Nice. I don't know if this one's supposed to be 2 or 3. Let's go 3. Yeah, let's do 3. Things moving really fluidly, and there's quite a few div blocks on the page already. Pretty nuts. Go here. I think that's right. Yeah. Cool, we're almost done. Oh no. Sizing out all these pieces. It's freaking out a little bit. There we go. Well. I hope Bob Ross would be proud. Bob Ross is awesome. That. Cool. Nice. Look at that. Awesome. Y'all, we are almost done. Almost done. Awesome. Thanks for joining us, Arturo. Hope that the boot camp goes well. Man, really glad you could join us. Okay. Now just these 4 squares. Almost done. And we still need his what's that called? His web. Let's add the web in. I think we made it like 2 pixels. Drag that up. The top of the grid. Right? Does that look right? I think it's right. We'll see. There are a few empty ones. Let's see how he looks. I don't know if this is going to be a 2 up. Cool. I think we're ready to unveil. Is Spider-Man complete? It's Spider-Man. I think I need some blue. Back this down here. Will that work? Should work. We want this. I did not mean to nest that. It looks like when you drag it here, it doesn't cooperate very well. But I could just add a Z index to it. Just rename this to white. Relative positioning. Oh, just setting it to relative positioning does the trick. Yeah. There we go. Awesome. We have Spidey. We need to have a roof up here. Thank you so much, Stu, for joining. Really glad that you're here. Oh, let's make it responsive? Oh, some funny grid stuff happening here. We'll get that figured out though. I think I'm going to switch to view width units. Let's do 90 view width. 90 view width. Cool. Awesome. That's so crazy. Oh no, did I move something? I don't know if I think I missed. Ah, we're missing a blue one. I don't know if I moved it. Cool. Okay. So I think Spider-Man is complete. Spidey complete? Was that it? That was pretty quick. Oh, that's crazy. I feel like we need to add like a background because I kind of want Spidey to like bounce in. I wonder where are the rows gonna show up if I add more rows here. And we don't have to do it all in grid, but I'd like to. If we add an extra row, what's that gonna do? Okay, so it adds it to the bottom. I'm doing that. Awesome. And I'm gonna delete this image. Cool. So, and it's already responsive. That's insane. We can make this 100. Let's do 100% instead. Will that be okay? Yeah, that way whenever using 100 view width, that'll actually push past the scroll bars, which can cause issues on Windows machines. Oh, that is crazy. Okay, that's so cool. I love Spidey. Okay. Sweet. Let me publish this. Be able to take a look at it. Oh, I guess it was published a day ago. It's just a blank project. But it's just spiderman-webflow.io. And little secret here, you can look at the SSL version of any webflow.io subdomain. Thanks, Andrew. Glad you could join. There's a link. Awesome. Spidey is live. Okay, let's animate Spidey. Just get rid of top VH here. Yeah, that'll work. Or we can add 2 VH. Let's keep that around. And now I want to extend this past the grid. There's no way to do that yet that I know of aside from basically rebuilding. Okay, that's good to know for future reference. Cool. Okay. King. What can I do? We can just make Spidey come in from the top. Yeah. Doing that, we'll just go with 0 on the top here. And gonna add in a section just to hold Spidey. Have him drop in and swing. Oof. That'd be quite intense. It's possible. That would get really intense though. I might have him at least like lower down, because that's one of Spidey's like signature moves. Let's see. On we can do page load. Or maybe we could have like a section scroll down. Thanks so much, Nelson. Have a good one. Appreciate it. Do like a quick page load interaction. And Spidey down from the roof. Naming that interaction. Selecting this grid. Parent, and we're just going to move him negative 100% off the screen in the y-axis, and that's going to be the initial state. We'll move down to 0%, and let's do that in maybe like an in-out elastic. I don't know what that's going to look like. Not sure. Let's do that in like 2.5 seconds. He kind of like springs in from the bottom. Yeah, awesome. That's fun. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I'm gonna publish that if y'all want to take another look. Close up actions panel. Cool. So, guess we can go take a look here. Need to turn on the Webflow badge. Project settings. And hyphen. That's important. Let's turn on Medium Webflow. Thanks so much, Stu. I really appreciate it. Have an awesome evening. Ooh, we should definitely have Spidey move on scroll. Could maybe say like scroll down something. It's like the next action. I can go ahead and showcase this and I'll make it clonable. Spider-Man. Oh wait, can I make it? I'll make it clonable later or soon. But Spider-Man built CSS grid. There we go. Grid, CSS grid. Oh. Spider-Man, that's an important tag to have, right? Animation, all the tags, cool. Spider-Man built over live stream. I'll add a link. I'll update this later. There's the showcase page, so if you want to hop in and look at the read-only link, take a look. There you go. And let's hop back in. Yeah, we can do some more. I don't know if anyone has any questions, anything you'd like to see. Let's add a, gonna just copy and paste this whole section so we can scroll down. add in a quick CTA, or like just add a button down here. Let the button center it, width of like 200 pixels. Oh, I should have uploaded the font. I need that. I think it's a Google font. The Spidey font that we use in the stream. Thanks, Pablo. To scroll down and that background color. Maybe add kind of like a retro look to this with some like box shadows. Without any blur. Let's make it 4 pixels. See. I don't think the grid will work for you just yet, but soon. Let's see, what is this font? I'm using the font Ninja. Press start 2P, and I believe that's a Google font. I want that in here. Go add that real quick. Go over to fonts, and are we gonna get? Is it here? Arrowing. There's so many Google fonts. That's amazing. Press start 2P. Yes, awesome. Added. Now this has to be. It's got to be for the body. The whole project has to have that. Press start. Oh, that's amazing. Okay. Add some margin. I'm trying to remember what do those buttons look like? I don't remember if they look quite like this or not. Ah. Cool, I think that'll work. It's a little much. Do like that. How does that look? Yeah, and this way, let's add a transition for that drop shadow on the button. That's a box shadow. Go. Like 200. You can play with the easing editor over here. This thing is insane, by the way. You can do this all visually if you want to adjust the easing. Do like it ease in, out, back. Do on hover, we want that drop shadow to move to like 0, 0. I feel like we're clicking a button. Yeah, I feel like we need to move the button a bit. See. Yes, the button actually needs to move down. Add in transform. Yeah, just be transform. Action. Stick with ease for now. And we're gonna have it. You just move down like 1 VH. Yeah. Do that. It's closer. Not quite what I want. We can play around with that. We can build the interaction though. So now we need to give this section here. Let's give this like Spidey scroll. Cool. And we're just gonna link this button up to Spidey scroll section. Cool. And now let's add an interaction when we're scrolling in this section. Let's do a while scrolling in view. And scroll to Spidey. That's probably what you all are waiting for. And I'm just going to add a move, and it's going to be up negative 100%, and back down to 0%. So in live preview, that's a lot going on. I don't know how tense that's going to be. Oh, is this not set to overflow hidden? I thought it was. Let's see index. That should be hidden. Yeah, cool. So if I click that, yeah, you can kind of see it. I'm on a Windows machine, so the scrolling isn't quite as smooth as a Mac. But I mean, it was that quick to like make Spider-Man scroll into view. We could, even if we want to, grid parent side. If we wanted Spidey to like come in from the left-hand side or something, we could totally do that. We can make this Spider-Man smaller. Yeah, it's a little mini Spider-Man. Yeah. We could rotate him. We could do whatever we want to. Let's see. There's Spidey over there. I'll publish this so y'all can see. Cool. And we'll take a look. Now I need to fix that button. When he kind of slides in. I feel like we need at least like a top bar on this or something. Maybe we could do like a drop shadow. Do top border. Like 2VH or 2VW. Yeah, so at least we have a little more contrast when he's like sliding past. I wonder if people are gonna tell. It's actually a spider. I feel like we need a cityscape behind this almost. Should I build a cityscape? I don't know. Can we do that in like 5 minutes or 10 minutes? Debating. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. Add that. A little, like a sky blue background. Just make some buildings. Building. Let's make sure we set this. Have a Z index. Like 3, so we can place those buildings behind. Cool. Make this like 20% and 80%. Right. Do like 80 VH. Set it to the bottom left-hand corner here. Cool. And it's gonna be like a grayish building maybe. We use grid inside of it for the windows. That'd be too much. We totally can if we want to. Oh, you'll tell me. I'm up for it. Or we can just paste in a bunch of windows. That'll probably be the faster route here. Add 30 pixels of padding. Add some windows. Have a good one, Riley. Thank you so much for joining in today. I appreciate it. 2VH by 2VH. You don't always have to work in VH units or view width units. I like to. It's fun. I'm probably just going to use Flexbox styles here. Add a little bit of margin to the right. Cool. Copy and paste. Let's flex this. And wrap the children. Cool. Ah. What did I do? copying that. Okay, there we go. Adding some windows. Cool, we got a little skyscraper over here for Spidey. Nice, yeah, we want to set the scene. Do this padding in. Certain, like, that's that. VH maybe. I don't know, I kind of want the windows a little more to the side, but this will work for now. Trying to keep it retro still. Let's add another building. Building 2. Move it on the right side. Cool. This building can be a little bit different shade, gray. I don't know if anyone has any recommendations. We can do whatever we want to here. Let me know what you want to see. Thing 3. This one centered. Kind of behind him. Let's make it a bit wider. A bit taller. I need a lot more. Now we need to get that flexbox tile back. Cool. Needs a lot more windows is my guess. Let's make this one have the windows like up on top. Yeah, there we go. This building has a lot more windows. Pasting windows rapidly on a Windows machine. Cool. That'll be enough. Let's maybe change the color of this building here. Not quite to a black, but darker to give it a little more depth, but we still want to be able to see Spider-Man background. Cool, and let's paste these into this section over here. That's kind of interesting. Like, oh no, what am I pasting? I meant to click on this building. Cool, there we go. I'm not very fond of this. I want to change it. I guess we could do the units and view height. Do like 20 view height. Cool, and we don't actually need that margin as long as the parent element, that's like the space between. You just add some on either side. Or just on the left. I don't know. Cool. There we go. Let's stick with that. That'll work. Let's see what that looks like on mobile. Probably make these buildings a bit wider. Put them behind each other. Cool. Just that. Make this building go by view width 50 view width. Cool. Nice. It's a bit different scene. Change up this Spidey. Oh, we need to change it to width units. Let's do that here. Like 80 view width. Don't forget behind a window. All the windows. That's a good point, Blaze. Okay, cool. So this building looks kind of funny. Let's change the size of these. Five. Cool. There we go. Awesome. Cool, let's publish. Save that. So that was 9 minutes or so. Building the buildings from the ground up, if you will. There's Spidey. Awesome. Oh, I need to move those button, or move that button up. Gotta button everything up. Button. That's not what I meant to do. Cool. There we go. Awesome. That was great. I want a little spacing here that's making 8. Yeah, there we go. Now we have some spacing. I need to fix that button because it's driving me crazy. I've got it. I think size can be 0. You can just set it to like 6 pixels away, or maybe 10 pixels. Yeah, there we go. A bit better. Let's do this. Do an ease. Oh yeah, that's much smoother. Closer to what the buttons were like before. Cool. Publish that. And there's Spidey. Roll down. And there's the other Spideys right here. Oh, maybe we can make this one swing from left to right. Let's do that with like mouse movement. Let's do it for both. We actually want that on to the section here. That's while the mouse is moving over the whole section. So, mouse moving over element. Let's swing, Spidey. And it's on the x-axis. We need to change the point of origin. Transform origin from where he swings. A really neat little feature in transforms. You can set that to start from the top, so that way it's swinging from his web right there. Cool. Like that grid. And when we're all the way over here in the 0, we're rotating on the z-axis this way? Yeah. Do like a few degrees. I'm gonna have to extend that rope or move him up a bit. Yeah, I can do that. Let's do like 10 degrees that way, and then -10. Cool. That way, be left to right. Cool. And then exit out of here. Gonna adjust Spidey's positioning to like -0.5 VH. Oh gosh. That's crazy. There's Spidey swinging from a web. I think we'd build that quickly. This is awesome. I love Spider-Man. A little weird. Let's maybe add like a section that sits on top of this section so you can't. That work. I want to prevent you from being able to move Spidey around until he's loaded in all the way. So to do that, we'd need an element that blocks everything. Just add in like a fixed position element that's call this the blocker. I don't know if this will work. I think it'll work. Yeah, fixed positioning, top. Putting on top of everything. Cool. Yeah, because then I can't hover over that section. Yeah, I don't think. And then let's go to the page load and select that blocker element. And we're just going to have it hide and show. So page load, it's going to be set to display block. And then after this point, it'll be set to display none. So hidden. Right? Oh no. Selected the wrong element. That's no good. There we go. Cool. Let's set it to display none. Cool. So that should prevent us from moving Spidey around. Let's see if that does the trick though. Oh my goodness, it works. Oh, you can kind of see the gaps between Spidey's legs there. Oh, that's crazy. Awesome. Should we make Spidey swing over here too? I don't know. That's cool. That's so much fun. Where's my Webflow badge? I thought we turned it on. Ah, I missed it. There we go. Save. I think my Twitter handle might sit on top of that, so sorry about that. But I know it's there. It's here. Oh, that is crazy. Do we have more Spideys on the bottom? We totally can. Oh, we can play with some hue transitions. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, this blocker element, I'll just set it to display now. Cool. Okay, seconds. Right. Boom. There we go. And we can maybe invert or add some filters. Blurry spider. You rotate. Oh. Funny looking Spider-Man. Or let's make it saturation. Get the saturation out. Like a dark Spidey. Yeah, it works. I think is there an inverse filter? I can't remember. There is an invert. That's a bit much. If anyone's played the new Spider-Man game, I think there's basically one of those suits looks like this. But not quite. Okay, we can just go with a narrative. Wait. Yeah. Cool. And go to this section interaction. And I want to set this interaction here to affect grid parents that are like class and only children with this class. So that way it affects both of these. It should affect both these Spideys. I guess it technically won't because this one has a combo class on it now. It doesn't match entirely. Yeah, they have different combo classes. So we could maybe have this one come out from the right side or something. Let's style it. Why not? I don't see why not. If we rotate, whoop, -90? Or where are you going, Spider-Man? Just 90 degrees. And what's gonna happen if I do that? Let's set it to the center. There we go. Yeah, that'll work. Spidey doesn't work like that when it comes to gravity, but we're just having fun. Roll to Spidey. Like this grid. And move him 100% to the right. Oh, we're gonna have to add the rotate animation again. Move it 0%. And we need to add a rotate of 90 degrees. And same thing over here. Oh. Yeah, so there might be an alt drag issue. Okay. But that way you should move in from the side. So I don't know what that's gonna look like on mobile. Publish. Might look a little weird. Yeah, that does look a little odd. The intersecting Spideys. I'll just move this one down. Let it come from the bottom. Bottom right. Cool. Yeah, let's do that. That'll work. And let's publish. Cool. Pardon me. Okay, now we've got Spidey. There he is. In all his glory. Oh, I definitely duplicated 2 of these earlier. That was not intentional. Which one has the animation? We'll find out soon enough. Yeah, we got the right one. Cool. Now we're good. Awesome. And one last look. There's Spidey. Oh wait, did I? No, I didn't. Okay. Oh, that's crazy. So I need to fix that web because it's kind of driving me crazy, and it's not perfect. Curious what happens if I add in like a white block. White block. Set it to 100% width. 100% height. Oh, it fills in that whole space. Very cool. Let's move it up. Cool. Now that should prevent us. No! We lost it. Where did it go? This isn't set to overflow hidden. I wonder if this is allowed. I don't know enough about grid to tell you if it is or not. I have no idea. Wait, what happens if I move it out of here? I think it'll just drop it on the grid somewhere. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Learning. So that's always fun. And just publish to see how that looks. Okay, so it doesn't extend it perfectly. But we learned. That's what matters here. We learned something. Might move this button over here instead. Do it very well there. Gonna float the button. Oh my goodness. Just because I can. I don't see why not. Okay to float your buttons if you want. Where did the float? Let's see, we probably need to add a min. Yeah, to add a min height to these sections of auto. Oh, he's, well, shouldn't know. I think it would work. Maybe not. It won't, because Spidey's just increase the height. Yeah. This Spidey a bit smaller. I'm trying to think. Oh, I guess I resized it on my screen without thinking what it would do. Here. Okay. Cool. So this will work. I'm pretty happy with this Spider-Man. It's my first time building Spider-Man in code at all, but without writing any. What? Thank you again to everyone that joined today. I really appreciate it. Glad that you could make it. Really glad that you're all here. Please feel free to DM me if you want any Webflow swag, stickers, and t-shirts. And probably a few more things. And I'll post this one more time just so everyone can check it out. It was a fun learning experience. I was playing with Grid for the first time, really. I'd built one other project and I watched Brandon build out Super Mario and mainly watching Pablo build out Link. That was holy cow, that was crazy. And then Mega Man, of course. So Pablo will send this over. So hopefully Spider-Man can join the Nintendo Grid family. Looking forward to it. Cool. Let's see. So yeah, thank you all for joining today. Really appreciate it. I was originally going to do a rebuild of, not a rebuild, but just updating my own personal site, but I haven't done that yet. That's the reason for that. So let me switch to this view here. Cool. But yeah, thanks again everyone for joining in today. Keep having fun, keep learning, do all the things, build all the things, and just keep up the awesome work. I know Blaze, you built an outstanding portfolio site. You had some crazy interactions on there that I'm still trying to figure out how you built them all. So that was awesome. Tweet your work, send it to us. We love it when you send us anything or tag it with hashtag #MadeInWebflow on Twitter. And yeah, let me know what you'd like to see for the next stream, and it'll likely be next week. So stay tuned. Let's have fun. All right. Have a great night, everyone. Let's see if can I play some music as an outro. I've done this. Let's see, I don't know how loud this audio is going to be. Let me turn it down a bit before. Yeah, I can turn. There we go. Peace out, everyone.